Hey friends, welcome to the Johnson City Living Podcast, where we learn about the people, places, events, and flavors that make Johnson City just a lovely place to live. I'm your host, Colin Johnson, with the Colin and Carly Group and Keller Williams Realty. If you're interested in buying or selling a home in the area, or if you're looking at investing in a rental property, give us a call at 423-930-8003, and we will look forward to helping you. Now, let's get to today's episode. Today, I'm super excited to be joined by Miss Alex Battle. She's a student at ETSU. She's doing some cool stuff with young professionals there. And so we're going to get to know her story and see what she loves so much about Johnson City and why you help make it great. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here and to talk with you.
Well, we're glad to have you on here. Are you an avid listener of the JC
I've heard a
Living
couple
podcast?
episodes.
Okay.
They all have some great figures that I respect a lot.
I know. I don't know how these people come in and talk to me like
It's a
you. I'm
great
just like,
community.
what's going on? Like, thank you for coming on. So, Johnson City Living Podcast, what's your favorite thing about living in Johnson City?
I think it all comes down to that sense of community. So I've grown up here, born and raised pretty much. So I've had the privilege of a really strong support system going through school and then also through college. But as I've grown older, I've really gotten, I think, integrated into the small business community, the, professionals and just friends that are available to us around the area through our events. And so I think the real joy that I get from this area is those connections and those people that I get to spend all the time with.
Yeah, I was going to ask how you got to be a part of Johnson City, but you grew up here.
Yes, I'm lucky to have grown up here. But I definitely think that my involvement has, I think, taken a step up as I've gotten into
Yeah,
college and gotten involved with young professionals
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
hard not to get involved in Johnson City. Now, are you multi-generational Johnson City people, or your parents grow
Yes.
up here? Did their parents grow up
Yes.
here?
So my grandparents moved here, and they have been in the area for a while. My dad moved away for college, but came back and then decided that this is a great place to raise kids. And I think the rest is history.
Yeah, wasn't it a great place to grow up?
I think so. It has just about everything we could want.
It is so much fun, and it's so beautiful.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little something that most people wouldn't know about you.
Hmm. I suppose the mural thing is like a side gig. So I got into painting through painting my apartment. So I've been in the same apartment for about 5 years now, and I have been very fortunate to be able to paint the walls left and right. And so what started as just large blocks of color slowly transitioned into detailed pieces, learning how to, paint geometry, and then finding exactly what I like, which turned into commercial murals across town. I have some in I Train Fitness, the Philosopher's House, and now there's a new one down on East Main Street.
That's super cool. I think we get to go see the one on Main Street here in a minute, so I'm excited about that for
It
sure.
was a blast.
Now, you are on campus with YPOC. Do you want to
Yes,
explain that to our listeners? What is YPOC?
I would love to tell you about all
Sounds
about
like something out
YPOC.
of California or some like teeny bopper show or something.
Exactly. So we are young professionals on campus. We are essentially the college student organization version of the Young Professionals of Johnson City, which is for 21 to 40-year-olds in the area to strengthen their network, to find new connections, to find leadership opportunities outside of work, and to serve our community as
Yeah.
well. So we use those same pillars in our student life. And so we want to help our students find community, and we really want to bridge the gap between Johnson City culture and campus.
Yeah.
We don't want our students to live in a bubble and then feel after they've graduated that there's nothing here for them.
Sure.
We want them to find, their friends. We want them to find job opportunities and really just all the reasons to stay in this wonderful place.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's probably like a great feeder for a lot of our industries around that
hmm
they can connect with people and learn a lot of neat stuff and then just go roll right into that industry.
Absolutely. Because we have Young Professionals of Johnson City kind of as a parent or guide here, we are really able to provide a lot of opportunities since we are, I guess, derivative of the chamber. So we have a lot of connections there, and we get to basically educate our students about the awesome opportunities and the way that Johnson City works as well. So I think it's a really fun opportunity to pop that bubble that we're living in on campus and really get involved in those things that you normally would not experiment with until after you've
Right. You
graduated.
kind of feel insulated. You're on campus
Hmm.
and there's another world out there going
Hmm.
on. And
Absolutely.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we have such an, vibrant, growing downtown that it is, really viable for much more than, nightlife, which is normally what college students see downtown as. But we have so many amazing small businesses and restaurants and really just events on the regular that really enrich life here in Johnson City.
That's cool. How to, like, if you're a student at ETSU and you're listening, how do they get connected with you and YP?
I'm so glad you asked. We are free and open to all students. We are planning to keep that framework moving forward because we want to include as many students
Everybody's
whenever
a
they
young
come in.
professional.
Everybody's
If
young
you're at
professional.
ETSU, come on, you're a young
Yeah.
professional.
It's graduate students as well. There's no age requirement at all. You just start showing up to events. So our official membership is we have a student organization website at ETSU that you can click the join organization that we have at every event. We have that QR code. But the way to
Gotcha.
stay in the know is to just follow our Instagram and we will announce events. And basically, everyone is invited to everything.
That's cool. So it's
So
not like rush and you're like, sorry, you didn't make it. You'll
absolutely
take
not.
anybody.
Yeah.
I
And
like it.
we love to have new members at every event. People bringing friends is one of our best ways to grow.
Do you want Mitch and I to initiate them like an old school kind of thing?
Absolutely. I think that would
Mitch is
be,
shaking his head. Yeah, like we'll grab them in a van and just take them to do all kinds of
yeah,
crazy stuff.
for sure.
She's like, I don't know why I'm listening to this guy talk. Um, so how did you choose ETSU? Obviously, it was close, but
Mhm. So in high school, I hit a little bit of a road bump and I got pretty sick in high
oh
school to
no.
where I basically had to graduate early because I had a spinal cord issue. So I was in a wheelchair for a little bit and it kind of took my college prospects down
Oh my
a
gosh.
notch
Okay.
or
Yeah.
10. And so I was looking for life after high school, but still within the support of my family. And so I'm really fortunate to have had such a nice university this close.
Yeah.
And so my parents have been incredibly helpful and supportive in, helping me get my mobility and independence back, but also in letting me spread my wings and experience Johnson City as an adult as
Gotcha.
well.
Yeah.
So it really just made the most sense as, how can I stay close to my family, but also still grow into a young professional?
Yeah. Wow. That sounds like a tough story.
It's,
Anything you want to share there that could help somebody else that may be dealing with what you had to deal with?
I think one of the biggest game changers for me was regular movement. I think one of the greatest parts about Johnson City is all the physical activity and the fitness groups that we have around. I found my love for movement and getting my mobility back at Real Hot Yoga originally,
Oh yeah.
and I've found continuing that through Vita Hot Yoga, and basically those communities really helped empower me to keep showing up and to commit to myself to getting better. And
Yeah.
so those, fitness opportunities, but also those connections are
Was it
really
just an
what,
accident that caused the spinal issue?
yeah, I spent a bunch of time snowboarding and doing a bunch of physical activities and didn't really learn to take care of my body whenever I was, preteen, young teenager. And that caught up with me pretty quick. So had to learn how to do that and had to learn how to get back on my feet.
Well, good for you. You
Thanks.
look
Yeah.
very healthy now. I love yoga. I wish I did it more, but I think it's huge. We had an aunt who was like 93. She lived in England
Mhm.
and she did it every day. And
Wow.
like she was just flexible and just cute and about 4 feet tall. She was
It
awesome.
changes lives for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So, what's been some of the most rewarding things about the YPOC deal? Do you have any like success stories for some of the kids that are coming out of there?
Yeah, so we were established at the beginning of last year. So we're, I guess, celebrating our first year anniversary. And that was, I just get goosebumps thinking about everything that we accomplished in our first year. Some of the highlights, I think we ended last year with a bang. We had a gala, which was celebrating the flourishing of our identity, of our growth on campus. And so we got 75 students off campus to Saluna Sage Yoga Studio, and we had a beautiful event that was open to all of our members. We got to send off our seniors and really just celebrate together, which just felt like a huge victory after a year of hard work. Another program we had last year was we supported Johnson City Schools, their Reflections art competition, which is a national art competition where students K through 12 will submit based around a theme, basically 5 different kinds of media or art.
Oh,
And then it will be basically we organized, judged, and then gave awards at the end of it. And that was soul food, to say the least.
oh,
It was amazing
yum.
to get so involved with our schools, but to also just see the light on these kids' faces
They just
whenever.
loved it, like when doing the art. And I think we all have a lot of creativity in us,
Mhm.
and sometimes we just haven't had the right outlet, right?
Yeah.
And so helping provide that sounds awesome.
Yes, it was really great. And I think just one more like absolute cherry on top, we started our spring semester with an event called Taste of JC, which is we invited local food vendors, restaurants to come and bring samples for students. We had over 120 students show up and basically get acquainted with local cuisine, got to know the owners, got to try some incredible food from Portobello's, Oaxaca Mexican Kitchen, Wheeler's Bagels, basically, taking a bite from all over. And we had some great discount codes, so we are sure that we found some regular customers there.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that was definitely the like start of we might be making a difference. We might be like really helping bring these students to life outside of campus.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's cool that you're pushing them out of the bubble a little bit and getting them to meet new people,
It can be really hard to
which is,
venture outside of that bubble
yeah.
without a community or without a guide because, it's just the whole world's out there, right?
Mhm.
Like, and so without, a little bit of help or friends to go with you along the way, it gets really intimidating. And so we want to make that much easier and a much more natural transition for everybody.
How did you find yourself in this role? Like, I mean, are you a natural kind of like guide, leader person? You're just like, I feel like I want to lead some people.
I definitely think I've had some natural leadership abilities since I was pretty young. I used to be called bossy pretty regularly. But as I've come through college, as I gained my mobility back and really started celebrating, I guess, my soft skills, I wanted to, make a positive impact on my community. And I was made aware that they were establishing this organization and needed an exec board. So I basically served as like a vice president last year. And then this year I am serving as director. And so having a great time.
That's cool. Um, where do you see YPOC going in the future? Like in 5 years, what year are you in school and how long are you left in?
I'm a senior now, so
Okay.
I've got 2 semesters left. So this is, I guess, my
Last hurrah.
yes, but I
Going
think
out with a bang.
YP has a ton of potential. I
Yeah.
think that as time progresses, the relationship between us and YPJC and the chamber will strengthen as well as with the city. So we'll be installing more programs like JC 101, which is a partnership with the
Mm-hmm.
city. It's basically an abbreviated version for college students. So we
Cool.
have like 3 sessions instead of 9
Right.
so they can get to know the city. So I hope that that would continue to take root and would continue to evolve. Hopefully, we will have a really strong pipeline from YPOC to YPJC so we can see a lot of our members, flourishing in that new
Yeah.
environment as well. And honestly, we just have such an incredible exec board that comes up with these amazing creative ideas that I can't even fathom. I have no idea what they'll be up to, but I'm sure it will
It's gonna be
be
good.
absolutely impactful and just, meaningful to our community as
Yeah.
well.
What are you gonna do when you graduate?
I'm looking into grad schools right now.
Okay.
I study interior architecture, but I'd like to get my master's in architecture.
Nice. And you can do that at ETSU, right?
So there aren't any master's programs for architecture at ETSU, so
Okay.
I will have to leave the area.
But you'll come back
I'm
and
planning on,
make it better.
and my family's here, so I'll definitely be around. Couldn't leave if I wanted to,
There you go. All right. As a senior at ETSU, what are some tips and tricks for some students and my son, maybe, to help thrive and do well on campus and graduate with honors and all that fun stuff?
So I definitely, this is the most cliche, but getting involved is really where
Yeah.
that sense of college comes from, because we can all take classes and, do the tests online and go back to our dorm. But that sense of community and youth and like friendships that really won't exist in any other context. They start from these organizations, whether that's, YPOC, whether that's Greek life, whether that's, an organization related to what you're studying. These are where you find your people essentially. And so it really is about putting yourself out there, going to those awkward like meet and greet
Yes.
events. It is all about like just being in the uncomfortable for a
Yeah.
little bit, because the payoff for putting yourself in that position is so huge.
Yeah.
And it's only really awkward the first couple times,
Right.
because then you remember and then it's like, oh, I know all these people and I'm excited to see
And
them.
now I got my
And then
little
it starts
tribe. Yeah.
snowballing. And then the whole campus is
And
your
then you're like,
friend.
I'm bringing somebody in, and yeah.
Yeah, and you're waving to people every 3 feet because, you have friends everywhere. And ETSU is just like the perfect size for
Yeah.
finding that sense of community and belonging.
That's cool.
So definitely think that organizations are where that starts.
What do you love most about ETSU?
I think I love the size is really great, but my program, the interior architecture program, will forever hold such a special place in my heart. Really taught me my passion for design and for community building. Since I enrolled right after COVID, it was I guess, a very different environment. So we spent a bunch of time rebuilding what we call studio culture, which is where we learn to design collaboratively and to, work together as a team and to
Yeah.
have ideas. And so
Yeah.
that has absolutely changed how I think and basically perceive the world.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I could not express my praises for that program enough. Really incredible professors and
Yeah,
just
give a shout out
students.
to a few of them.
Absolutely. Dean Isham is our program coordinator. He's
Yeah.
about to retire, but I feel so lucky to have had him. We have Elizabeth Lewis, who is just a firecracker of a professor. She makes history the most exciting thing
That's
ever.
awesome. Yeah.
And we have a new addition, Alexis Howard, who is just incredible at teaching the programs that are in architectural softwares and all of that. So it's
That's
really a
super
dream
cool.
team. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm excited to see where you land and what you do in the future.
Thank you. Me too.
All right. You mind if we pivot to the quick fire round?
I would
First
love
of
to.
all, what's a day in the life look like for you in Johnson City?
I really enjoy keeping things with a lot of variety. So I think I, get up in the morning and then I'm on campus almost immediately. I live super close, so I like to walk. I typically have meetings in the mornings, whether that's with my YPOC team or whether that's, with people in the interior architecture program. Then I have classes, which are just super fulfilling. And like when you find the right thing, it's like I get so excited.
And senior year is kind of cool because
Oh
like
my
everything
gosh.
is like you're just in the zone.
And it's familiar
Yeah.
and it's just comfortable. And I'm like, finding my groove, and it's just yeah, everything's just a little, wearing those rose-colored glasses right now. But yeah, I go to class and I'll spend a bunch of time on campus. Typically I'll be in the studio until late evening just working, and that's honestly super fulfilling because my friends are next to me and it's like kind of simulates an office environment.
Yeah.
But it's like all the fun camaraderie of college life with my college friends, and it's really just a ton of laughter and creative juices and community. And since I live so close, I get to walk back home, and occasionally I'll drive downtown to chat with lovely people like you guys, or paint a mural, and
Right.
then
Just knock one out on the way back.
yes, something real quick.
No problem. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
And
maybe a
then,
half a building. We're not going to do the whole building. It
yeah,
takes
for
a whole
sure.
day. Yeah.
And then that's pretty much a day in the life. We do it again the next day, and it's just so exciting and fulfilling.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right. Quick fire round. Favorite local coffee or restaurant, or local restaurant?
My favorite, probably Zap Lai, the Thai and Lao cuisine.
Pineapple fried
Incredible.
rice is my favorite one.
Oh
Chicken, medium
my
spice. Swap broccoli for onion just in case you're listening and care. But yeah, it's delicious.
I'm the pad Thai kind of girl.
Okay.
Those noodles are just
They
to die
are
for.
they are really good. They are really good.
Absolutely.
Going to get a coffee. Where are you going?
maybe Blues Brews. I love their seasonal menus. There's
Okay.
always something fun and exciting to try.
All right. Go-to spot on Saturday morning for you in Johnson City.
That could be the farmer's market,
Ooh.
or I'd love to walk around downtown. I'm a big vintage shopper, so Sentimental Antiques is a really great spot. Also, I believe Main Street Antiques,
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
So that's probably where I'll be.
Best hidden gem in town more people should know about.
That's a great question. I keep coming back to Zap Y, but we'll pick a different answer there. I think Some Apparel, which is a little clothing store up on the street that has been newly
Oh,
established.
that's cool.
They are adding women's clothing and they're expanding. So I really respect their style and I love what they're doing for the area, bringing in, young adult fashion and
Yeah,
really helping us integrate
that's
into the
cool.
city.
We'll see if we can put them in the show notes. That'd be good.
Absolutely.
Favorite annual event or festival that you like to go to
Hmm.
in Johnson City?
Fridays after 5 will forever have a very special
Yeah,
place
tell
in
me more
my
about
heart.
that.
The summer concert series, I just love what we've done with King's Commons to make such a natural amphitheater environment, bringing blankets, basically a picnic, getting to see the whole community and to lay in the sun in the evening and, the snow cones to die for. And, getting to walk around downtown, going to Little Magic or any of the bars afterwards is
It's hard to
really,
beat a good snow cone.
oh, yeah.
One word you'd use to describe Johnson City.
Community.
I love it. What's your favorite outdoor activity, like hiking, biking, fishing,
I think paddleboarding is
paddle
definitely one
boarding?
of those that on Watauga Lake,
Yes.
absolutely.
So pretty.
I don't do it too often, but it has a special place in my heart for
And you
sure.
kind of go, it's up in the mountains. It's probably not too big a lake. That thing is massive.
It's huge,
It's huge and it's like super deep.
especially when you're on a paddleboard and you're just a tiny little speck in
Yeah.
it. You can't get too far.
Luckily, no sharks,
Absolutely.
no shark attacks ever. If someone was visiting Johnson City for the first time, what's the one thing they must absolutely do?
I think they definitely have to eat out. Like whether it's we have so many great eateries, like Southern Craft is a must.
Oh,
It's just
so
that
good.
barbecue is so good. And, Red Maze, we have basically, I would encourage them to spend a morning downtown, get a
Yeah.
meal or two. And that's where the heart of JC is.
Yeah, I think hit JC and maybe a trail.
Yeah,
See both downtown and then the wilderness because it's
absolutely.
just beautiful. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Anything else that we haven't covered that you'd like to share that I forgot to ask you about?
I think we just want to, young professionals just really wants to extend a welcome to basically all students. And for the young professionals outside of campus, young professionals of Johnson City would also love to have you. We really just want to keep building these strong foundations of networking and, making life in Johnson City just a little bit richer.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can students connect with you to get plugged in?
So we're on Instagram, YPOC _ ETSU. You can also, if you're on campus, basically, it's hard to miss us.
You're everywhere.
We try to be very visible to help students find, a little bit of community without having to sniff it out,
That's cool.
So
Yeah. Before we sign off, tell me more about the mural stuff. What inspires you to just put up a mural somewhere?
I think so in architecture, it's a lot of creative work. It's a lot of, learning how to use your hands to convey your thoughts, which was something I was really not naturally gifted in. So I put a lot of work into learning how to draw and how to paint. And so it's honestly a really rewarding skill. So honestly a very meditative practice for me. So I think it's also just a fun expression of a moment in time. And since I'm not doing it all the time, there really are timepieces to me. So it's like I probably do one mural a summer. So there are about 4 for my college career, and they're little tokens of my time here.
That's cool.
And so yeah, little just bites of my life, I think.
I love it. That's super cool. And I'm excited because I think we're going to go look at one and we get to,
I'm so excited too.
it's going to be really good. Really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to go see that mural. So
Awesome.
thank you so much for joining us on the Johnson City Living
Yeah,
podcast
thank
today. It's been
you.
a pleasure getting to know you and learning more about all the things you're doing on ETSU, which sounds like a ton. We pray for the right graduate school for you. And
Thank
then,
you.
it's just cool how you get connected and you look back and you're like, a lot of that wasn't just by chance. And
Right.
so I'll be praying that you just do wonderful things. And if you don't mind, come back on the podcast here in a couple of years and
Would
tell us
love to.
all your adventures. I
And
think
I'm
we,
excited to see where y'all are at.
yeah, hopefully we'll still be doing it
Absolutely.
unless Mitch kicks me out.
And some new digs.
Yes, we're looking for a new location for the Johnson City Living podcast. I think we're going to kind of be on the road. It's going to be a
That's
lot of
even
fun.
more fun because
It-
you
On the road with Mitch and Marissa and Colin. So we'll have fun. We'll
dream
have fun.
team.
Well, thank you guys for listening, and we are so grateful. Click on the link, subscribe, share it, and until next time, have a great day.